Hi, and welcome to Shondi's Kitchen, or I guess Wonder Woman's Kitchen today. And I'm sorry for hopping on a little bit late. I am learning that I highly underestimate sometimes how long it takes me to get everything prepped so that I can just go quickly and not take up much of your time. So today is, of course, the start of the Sugar Slam or the Sugar Avalanche of the holiday season, and there's just we're just swarmed with sugar. So today I just want to give you some really fun options, and so that you can not only enjoy holiday food and fuel your body, but really be satisfied with the flavors of everything. So today we are I'm going to take you over here to the stove here. I've got some Brussels sprouts going. Now, the thing about Brussels sprouts is I remember growing up really not liking them because they were bitter. And what I've learned is that when they get bitter, it's because we've overcooked them or overbaked them. So, and if you're not familiar with how to prepare Brussels sprouts, they have just this stem on, you just cut that off. And then sometimes the outer leaves will be, if they don't look very good, you can peel them off. Otherwise, you can leave them on. For this recipe, we're just going to cut the Brussels sprout in half, and then julienne, cut it into several thin pieces, or julienne it. And then I've just added all of these with just a little bit of water in the pan, and we're just going to saute them for about 5 minutes. We want them, and you're going to notice the color is just going to get even brighter on these Brussels sprouts. Meanwhile, I soaked some pecans for about an hour, and you don't have to soak them. They just, if you are having digestive issues, they make them easier to digest. And then I've got some dates as well. I use organic medjool dates. I love the flavor of them. And again, to soften them up, you can soak them in very warm or even boiling water if you are out of time. I soaked mine earlier today, and now we're just going to cut them up into small, dice them into small pieces. And, of course, they're a little bit sticky, but it doesn't take much to get them chopped up. So, why Brussels sprouts? Well, Brussels sprouts, of course, they are in season right now for fall and winter, and they are packed full of fiber. And, of course, we don't get enough fiber in our diet. That is I would say one of the main reasons why we have so much chronic illness is that we're not getting enough fiber, and so our guts are just not functioning properly. They're just out of balance. And of course, the reason why they take fiber out of processed food is because that is what shortens the shelf life, and that shortens the money in their pocketbook. So or lessens the money in their pocketbook, I guess I should say. So anyways, I've just got all of these dates chopped up here. And then we're also going to add in some chopped apple. And going back to Brussels sprouts, what else do they have besides fiber? And so you can see here, I hope you can see, they're just getting a brighter green. And we're just gonna let those go for just about 5 minutes. And then I've just got an apple here that we're going to dice up that's also going to go in. And the apple and pecan and date combination is just really, really yummy. And so I've just used an apple wedger and wedged this apple, and now I'm just going to dice these up into smaller bite-sized pieces. So back to Brussels sprouts. So besides fiber, they contain they're really high in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which the body needs. And what does the body do with antioxidants? Well, that's how we reduce our risk for serious disease like cancer. It also helps decrease inflammation in the body. And that's what antioxidants do. And so Brussels sprouts are really high in those. And lastly, it really helps to strengthen our immune system, and then we're just going to have more energy when that happens to do the things that we like to do. And so you can see here how they're starting to get a lot brighter, and you can even taste one because you want it to be kind of what do I want to call it? You know, tender but still crunchy, so kind of al dente. And I'm going to let these cook just a little bit longer. I'm going to add just a tad more water to the pan. And meanwhile, we've got all of the rest of our ingredients ready here. And so now I want to take you over and show you some creepy crawlies. So this is a super easy way to have let kids have fun, and a lot of fun on Halloween. And so this is just, you can see that I've got the dough here, and it's just nut butter and dates and chia seeds, and you just let it go in the food processor for probably 5 to 10 minutes until you get this smooth dough, and then you just let them create. So you see I've just made a spider here, and I've got some coconut whipped cream that I had in the fridge, and I'm just going to create a couple of eyes here for this little guy, and just to make it really fun. And again, this is a really fun treat, but it also is packed full of fiber and vitamins and minerals that the kids need in their bodies, and a lot of protein as well. And so, and I've made some worms here with my spider, but you can just let them have fun and create. And of course, then the funnest part of making creepy crawlies is this part. And these are awesome. I better stop eating so I can talk. Anyway, so I'm going to take you back over here to the Brussels sprouts because I think they're just about done. Again, we don't want to overcook them because that's what makes them bitter. So I'm going to take them off the heat for a minute. I'm just going to let them steam a minute. And we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you how to make some creamy taters, as I call them. And, you know, why wait until Thanksgiving, right? Why wait until Thanksgiving to start eating yummy holiday food? So what I've done here is I have steamed some cauliflower, and again, it doesn't take very long at all. And then I've got some butter here if you don't eat dairy. Also, there's ghee, ghee is a clarified butter where they've taken, it doesn't have any lactose in it, and so a lot of people with that type of problem can handle ghee, and it has a wonderful flavor. And so but what kind of butter do I use? I use butter that is from pastured cows. That means they get to roam the land like cows were meant to roam the land, and they're not given hormones to make them bigger and produce more milk faster. And they also, and for that reason, they get sick less often. They're not pumped full of antibiotics, and all of those things come right through the cow's milk into all the dairy that we eat. So I just make sure that I really choose a brand that, and this is, I have Organic Valley pastured butter here. And so we're just going to put that in. And then if you want to add garlic, you can, if you want these to be garlicky, like I do, then you're just going to add in some garlic powder as well. And you can also use fresh garlic if you would like. And then the last ingredient is coconut milk. And so here's the brand that I recommend. It's called Native Forest because they don't add any guar gum into their coconut milk. And so when you open up the can, you just need to use the whisk to make sure that all of the solid chunks are combined. And so then we're just going to add this in, and then we're just going to blend it up, and that is all there is to these creamy taters. And then what you want to do, so you can see here, it just looks just like mashed potatoes. But of course, you know, cauliflower, again, is just full of fiber. It is, because it is a vegetable, it's not going to raise our blood sugar quickly like potatoes would. And so this is a great alternative. And I remember making these one year for myself to go on the table, just a small amount. And when everyone else had the, you know, mashed potatoes and stuffing, and that's the problem with some of the holiday favorites, is that it goes really overboard in raising our blood sugar so quickly that we get that spike of feel good and then we crash. And what that does is it just sets us up on a cycle to constantly need more, you know, more carbohydrates, which are often filled with excess sugar. And so the great thing about these creamy taters is that they keep our blood sugar just steady. That's when we feel our best. And we can truly feel like Wonder Woman and get all of those things done that we would like to do so that we can make a difference for the people that we love during the holidays. And so then, of course, I have, you know, I use kelp seasoning in a lot instead of salt. I have some cayenne pepper. I have some Himalayan sea salt. So what you would do with this is just taste them and then season them how you would like. But I'm just going to taste them even without salt. Oh, and I think they're wonderful. And so try them out on your family. Comment in below and let me know how your family liked them. But the coconut milk just gives them a really good creamy flavor as well with the butter and mixed in with the cauliflower. And so let's come back over here and I will show you how we're going to put this Brussels sprout dish together. So we've got there we go. Just going to put the Brussels sprouts right into this bowl. And again, you can see what a pretty green they are. And then we're just going to add in our pecans, our chopped apples, and our diced dates, and we're going to stir that all together. What's great about this dish is it tastes wonderful cold or hot. And kind of break up the dates that maybe have stuck together. So I tell you what, for a holiday that is filled with lots and lots of sugar, this is one way to get some really good fuel in. So we've got this beautiful dish, and we will pair that with our creamy taters. And then for dessert, I think I'll eat a spider. So I hope that these were really helpful for you to get you jump started in the right direction for the holidays, really fuel your body. And it's not too late to get more recipes just like this in my Holiday Fuel for You program. It just started this week, and you can register at showmehealthyliving.com/holiday. And we'll just make lots of other stuff today. And again, check your email today because I sent you a really fun recipe for apple nachos. And those are super fun to make to fill your tummies up before trick-or-treating so that there's less room to really sabotage those little tummies. And oh, and I forgot. On this, you're probably wondering what the sauce is on this. It's supposed to be the juice of 1 lemon. So I will add that as well. And it's about a couple tablespoons of lemon juice, and stir that in. And this dish will be done. I will post the recipe in the group, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of the day. And remember, be good to yourself. And when you eat things that are full of fiber, your tummy, you're going to fill up a lot sooner, and you're going to be more satisfied. Takes a lot of deep breaths and just enjoy the rest of the day. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, let me read some of the comments. I don't know where my glasses went. Thanks for all the live comments. Yeah, I love Wonder Woman and like to think that I am her. But anyways, thanks again, you guys, for joining me. Bye-bye.